Jessica is in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Hi, Jessica. How are you?
I'm doing great, Dave. Thank you for taking my call. It's an honor to speak to you.
You too. What's up?
So I have a question about some inheritance that I received when my dad passed away. My sister was purposefully written out of the will. And I have always wanted to, I think it's the right thing to share something with her, but I don't agree with the way she's financially lived her life and the decisions she's made. So I do not want to give her cash. The decision I made was to have some money set aside for wedding whenever she gets married and to make a one-time principal payment on her student loan that she's been carrying. And she now thinks it's a waste for me to make that payment. And she thinks you'll agree with her, which I know you won't.
Why was she cut out of the will?
The relationship between her and my dad fell apart years ago, and I believe my dad's stubbornness led it to not getting repaired.
Okay.
So
that's so sad.
Yeah.
Yes, I know it is.
How long has he been gone?
So, 5 years.
How old are you and how old is she?
I'm 46 and she's 43.
And obviously you guys have a pretty good relationship.
Yes, we do.
Okay. And how much money are you talking about?
I want to make a $20,000 payment towards her student loan.
And out of how much money did you receive?
Let me see. I think about 150 total.
Okay. All right.
There's a part of you that is feels somewhat maternal towards her. That you don't trust her to make good decisions.
A little bit in some ways.
And so you're gonna give her a gift because it's the right thing to do, but you're gonna direct how it. If it feels like a weird relational dynamic between sisters, is that
she's irresponsible with money,
right? Is there discomfort there between the two of you? You said she was going to say that was a waste of a gift.
Well, yes, because the direction she's going is she's not doing anything to pay it off with any urgency. She's just riding it out until it gets to 25 years, thinking the balance will be forgiven because of an income-based repayment plan. And what I'm offering to give her and what she would pay over the next 13 years till that happens would not total the total balance of the loan.
Okay. Well, there's a lot of things going on here. First, let's just talk about the Public Service Student Loan Forgiveness Program. As of today, the last note. I'm sorry?
She's not even public service loan forgiveness.
Why does she feel? Oh, she just feels like in general it's going to be forgiven.
Yeah, she found something online that says the income-based repayment plan, when the loan is at 25 years, the balance will be forgiven.
Yeah, it hasn't been so far. 227,000 people have applied for student loan forgiveness under these programs. 3,700 out of 200,000 have gotten it. That's less than 1%. Right. And so she believes a lie about getting out of the student loan debt. So that's one piece of information. So in that sense, we got other problems with her student loan other than whether you give her money or whether she pays it off, because that student loan's not going away unless the Biden administration and the Democratic Congress decides to forgive student loan debt, which is possible for the first time in our history. There's obviously a lot of rhetoric in the last 4 or 5 months since the inauguration about that. So, and there's no way to predict what they will actually do, or if they will do anything other than just talk about it. Their Congress. Right. So,
normally, normally in a situation like this, I want to give because it's something that I think is the right thing to do. And it always is hard when you come up against this moment when you think by giving the right thing to do, I'm going to enable somebody to hurt themselves further. Is that where you're at, Jessica, or that you just don't like how she's spending it?
Yes, I don't want to enable her bad behavior because she's obviously not going to put it towards the loan. It will most likely get at least somewhat wasted and spent. And really want to really want to help her.
Yeah. If yeah, is there, if we could take the student loan out of the thing, it would change the equation for me. I mean, does she have a car loan or something you can just pay off?
No, she doesn't.
This is her only
she's
debt.
talking about saving for a house.
This
but
is
I
her
don't
own.
wanna
This
keep
is her
doing
only
that
debt.
while she's got this student loan.
Is this her only debt?
As far as I know, yes.
Okay. And the interesting thing is you all have talked about it to where the language has changed to where now she feels entitled to it.
I
Like
don't
entitled
know
to tell you what to
100%
do with the money you're giving her. That was interesting part of the thing too.
Yeah.
So, wow, I don't know what to tell you. I think here's an idea. When in doubt, don't. And just say, you know what? I want to do something to honor you out of this inheritance because I think you got a raw deal. But I also don't want to participate in a delusional situation. And your student loan's I don't think your student loan's going away. And so, how much does she owe?
I think 92.
And what does she make?
She makes now about 60.
Okay. I might offer to match her for every $5,000 she puts on it. You'll put $5,000 on it.
I like that idea.
But and it's just you and her talking, and you're just saying, you're an adult. You have the right to do what you want to do, sister. But I also have that, and I cannot give you money for. I agree with you that giving you money for this is going to end up being wasted because you're not going to get it paid off, and then it's going to be a bigger problem because you think it's going to go away. I don't think it's going to go away, so I really don't want to put the 20 on that, and so I don't know how to give you money because because I think what you're doing with this is irresponsible, and so I love you and I want you to win, and so what we're going to do right now is nothing. I'm just going to sit back and watch a little bit, and if you decide you want to get after the student loan, and I'll put some money towards it with you and I'll help you. But until you do, right now I'm just going to watch because I want to do something, but I don't know how to do it right now, and so what I'm going to do is wait.
Okay. And in the meantime, should I do something different with it other than it just sitting in my savings account at the bank?
Yeah. Well, you can do whatever you want. I mean, you can put it in a mutual fund if you want, and then you can pull it out and give it to her. But later on. But it's just the biggest thing here is it's just all tied back to this heartbreaking relationship between her and your dad.
Yeah, that's the part I don't like about it, Dave, is because Dad did what he did, now she's holding this, and she's got to make one of two choices. Either I'm going to become Dad, and I'm going to use my relational position and my money to keep you and not share it with you because of your decisions, your choices. So I'm replaying what just happened.
Oh, that's true.
Or I'm going to give you money knowing that I'm just throwing it in the wind.
This is a no-win.
I'm throwing it in the wind. That's right.
No-win.
And so my impulse, there's always wisdom in, hey, just do nothing.
That's
right?
all I said. Yeah.
And then my thought is, you know what? I'm gonna free myself from this. And so it's the same impulse, just the other side. Which, if you feel in your heart's the right thing, Dad did a raw deal, and the right thing to do is to give money. The right thing to do is to give money,
and forget it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, and that's where I want to.
It's not on you.
Well, it drills down to if someone's doing drugs, someone's hurting themselves versus they're gonna go buy a dumb car, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But man, especially when you're holding that money, and you could really help them with their student loan. It's hard. It's just a messy situation.
This is a 41-year-old.
Yeah.
So it might be down to what you're saying.
I'd give 25 grand.
I don't disagree with your change in direction on that. I'd just give them the money, or I wouldn't.
Yeah.
And I just call it.
Call it.
Yeah. I like your advice better than mine. This is the Ramsey Show.